I am witnessing a live conversation of a manifestation. I get goosebumps. Manifestation coming through. I am so excited to share with you a real manifestation story that has happened today. And I'm going to share with you how this manifestation happened and what are those steps so you can do the exact same thing, whatever your goal might be. So I have a client who's been taking my 6 months coaching program, which is what I teach. It's a Bob Proctor coaching program. If you don't know Bob Proctor was a legend. He was in the movie The Secret, one of the first people who taught law of attraction and manifestation. And my client, he's a realtor. We're going to call him John. Don't want to reveal his real name. John is a real estate agent. He started 6 months ago, and today was his last session with. After he started 2 months in, he decided to put his house. He had an investment property that he was building and remodeling. 2 months in the program, he finished the remodeling and he was ready to put the house on the market. So he put the house on the market, and it's been 4 months. And we know when I am recording this video in North America, the real estate market is really, really slow because of interest rates and because of everything financially happening in most part of the world, especially North America. So it is not easy to sell a property, and it definitely doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't happen in a month or two like before. It takes a long, long time. I know a lot of people who were not able to sell their properties and they had to rent it out. But I want to talk about this amazing manifestation that my client did. So it's been 4 months that he has been wanting to sell his house. His house is on the market. It's ready to go. It's beautifully built, renovated, remodeled, staged. He's been having a really hard time selling his house. There's been showings here and there, but very slow, no offer whatsoever. And I've been coaching him and I've been working with him. And it's for someone who's new into these kind of teachings, the mindset, manifestation, creating the life that you want in your mind first, visualizing what you want, regardless of what is happening in the outside world. These things sound simple, and they are simple. You close your eyes and you think about what you want. You don't let the outside world and the results affect your feeling and emotions. It is simple, it is understandable, it is doable, but it is definitely not easy. It takes practice, simply because we are not used to this kind of living. We are used to using our 5 senses: hear, smell, see, taste, touch, observe our external world, and react based on what we see. Like if we see that our bank account is small, it's not doing great, we get stressed out and then we go work harder or we hustle. We've never been taught how to create what we want in life, in a physical world, in our 3D world, from within, going within and creating it. And that's what I teach my clients, and that's manifesting. So my client, John, the realtor, has been practicing and studying and using these teachings. And we get together every week and we talk about these things. We talk about his house. And at some point towards the end, like since 2-3 weeks ago, he doesn't talk about his house anymore. And I know because it's a really big stress for him. It's a burden. It's been like a very heavy feeling, heavy responsibility on his shoulders. He doesn't talk about it, and I don't talk about it either. And here's the point. Sometimes, especially when things are not going your way, it's better not to talk about these things. And I know that it's tough because sometimes we want to feel supported. We want to feel understood, and we want compassion from our friends, from our family. So we talk about the issues, the problems, the things that are going on in our life that we don't like. But the more you talk about these things, the bigger they become. So sometimes it's better not to talk about your problems at all. So anyways, what happened today was the last session, our last session. I was thinking yesterday and today before our call, I was thinking, just kind of casually, it came to my mind. And of course, I wanted his property to be sold long time ago. He's my client, that's his goal. And of course, I want to support my client and I want all the best for my clients. And I wanted his property to be sold. But I kind of also didn't think about it for the last 2, 3 weeks. But today and yesterday, for just a few minutes a day, yesterday and today, it came to my mind that wouldn't it be nice if John got his property sold before we finish this 6 months program? Wouldn't it be nice? And it just casually came to my mind, and that was it. And I didn't dwell on it. I didn't write it down. I didn't think about it too hard. And yesterday also I thought about it. It would be nice if he got his property sold before the end of our 6 months coaching program. So what happens? We have a call today. I talk to John. I go through coaching him, and we know that it's the last session. Well, I always ask my clients to share their wins with me. Like, what was your win this past week? And the reason why I do that is because our mind needs to be trained to focus on the things that are working for us, not the things that are not working. And this is a practice, and we have to make a habit of it. So in every session, I ask my clients, what was your win this past week? It could be anything. It could be, I went to the gym. I studied my lessons that you taught me, or a big financial gain. It can be anything, small or big, doesn't matter. The point is to focus on the things that make us feel better, the things that we are proud of. So I asked him, what was your win last week? And he kind of casually, nonchalantly says, well, I had 2 showings for my property, and both of them, they booked for a second time. So there were 2 showings, 2 times each of them. And I've been in touch with one of the buyer's realtor, and they're kind of interested and they want to make an offer. It's a little bit lower than the asking price, but I haven't heard back from this agent. And I tried to do a last minute negotiation because I really want to negotiate. It's in me. I love to negotiate. And I asked for a little bit extra, and I haven't heard from the agent. So I don't have any offer, and I don't know what's going on. It's been a few hours. I'm waiting for the buyer's agent, and I'm actually feeling kind of anxious right now. And I give him a little bit of guidance that, okay, so the best thing you can do right now is completely shift your focus. I know it might be hard, but try not to think about it anymore, because you've done what you had to do. You had the showings, you did your negotiation, the ball is on their court now. There's nothing you can do. You just have to wait for the agent. The best thing you can do right now is just to shift your focus, pay attention to today's lesson, and let's think about something else. And we're just doing this back and forth. And he's like, yeah, you're absolutely right. Worst case scenario, I have talked to the bank and I've considered another option, which would be renting out the house, getting out a little bit of equity, and then renting it out and waiting for another year or so. So I'm okay. That's going to be the worst case scenario. And as soon as he says that, his phone rings and he says, oh my God, this is the agent. This is the buyer's agent. You have to wait for a second. I need to take it. And I'm like, yes, absolutely. Go ahead, take your call. And I'm sitting here on the Zoom call and I am listening to his conversation. I am witnessing a live conversation of a manifestation. I get goosebumps. Manifestation coming through, and I am witnessing what I asked God, universe, kind of, I put it out there. I wanted to manifest it for just a few seconds today and yesterday, and I'm witnessing it within a short period of time. He's talking to the agent. The agent on the other line, apparently he says, no, well, my client can't go up and this is the price that they're offering. I just hear my client on the line that he's saying, oh, that's okay. That's totally fine. I think we should just make this deal happen. Just get the paperwork done, and it would be a win-win for everybody. It's not a big deal. It's not a deal breaker for me. Let's get it done. And then he hangs up, and then he's super excited. He's saying, yes, he did it. He got the deal. He got the buyer right on our last call. Like, how incredible is that? Like, what are the chances that I witness? I have a 1 hour call with my client, with this client, 1 hour call a week. What are the chances that I witness live him selling his house happening on this 60 minutes call that I have with him in 1 week? Nothing is by accident in this world, guys. Nothing is a coincidence. Nothing in this world is random. We might not see the forces that are working in the background. I mean, there's so many things that we don't see. There are so many things that we don't know. This is an energetic universe. We don't see what God is doing in the background, what angels are doing, what energies are happening, what is my vibration doing, what is my client's vibration doing to the whole deal. We don't know. There is so much happening. What is my thought patterns is putting out there, and what is the result of my thinking and my wishing and my hoping, and my client, what is he thinking, and what is his thought pattern creating and resulting in. Point is, nothing is random and nothing is by accident. It is God, it is universe showing me and showing my client that you can absolutely create, you can absolutely manifest absolutely anything you want. And one more thing, I've been going through some challenging time in my own life. Of course, I'm a human being too. I'm a coach, I'm a manifestation coach, but I'm also a human being. So as of few days ago or a week ago or so, I started talking more to God, creator, universe, infinite intelligence, whoever or whatever you believe in. And I started asking the creator for signs, like send me the signs, show me the signs, and I will promise to follow your signs. And I've recorded a video that's a prayer that you say, dear God, dear source, dear universe, please show me the signs on how I can improve whatever you want to improve, my life, my relationships, my business, my finance, whatever it is that you want to improve. Show me the signs, show me the way, and I promise to follow the signs. And this is no surprise that this call happens live when I'm with my client live on the Zoom call. He literally closes the deal on our call. It's just mind-blowing. If you think it's random, you're absolutely wrong. Nothing is random. This is the universe showing me the signs. That what are the signs? You always get what you want. Sometimes a little bit later than what you want. We always want the things that we want right now, but right now might not be the perfect timing. God knows when is the perfect timing. Everything is in your control in terms of thinking, wanting, wishing, manifesting. So many things you can do is in your control, but we are always co-creating with the universe, with God. And the part that is not in your control is the timing. So the message for me was that you are more powerful than you believe you are. You can always create and manifest anything that you want. Things are always working out for you, everybody, my client. Things are always working out, even if it doesn't seem like it. And so many times it doesn't seem like it, but things are always working out. Selling of this property, was it my manifestation? Because I thought it would be nice to get this property sold before our coaching program, or was it my client manifestation? Because I know he's been working hard on manifesting this. Or was it both of us manifesting this? I believe it was both of us. I fully believe it was both of us. I have learned a lot today. So first of all, my client wanted to manifest the sale of this property right when he put it on the market, obviously 4 months ago. And this was something that he really, really wanted it to happen. And he was practicing, he was visualizing, he was saying affirmations that the property is sold. I'm so happy and grateful now that an amazing buyer walked into the property, made an amazing offer and bought the property. But he's also been experiencing, because we are human beings, it takes time to really become focused on what you want and don't let the reality affect your thinking. He was also getting affected by the reality. Like after 30 days on the market, 60 days on the market, he was getting overwhelmed. He was getting discouraged. He was stressed out. There's a lot of money in that house. He needed that house to be sold. He needed that house to be sold. I didn't need that house to be sold. I wanted it to be sold. I said, it would be nice if. So I want you to write this down. It would be nice if. And I know this is the hardest practice, but if you want to manifest, this is your practice. This is what you need to become a master at. So because my client was coming from a lot of needing energy, life or death situation, it was just making the process harder. And let me tell you, he would manifest this on his own without my help, without anyone's help, but it would take longer. So the sooner you realize that you have to let go of the need and be in the energy of it would be nice if, instead of I really, really want this. The sooner you can master that, the sooner you manifest what you want. But even if you don't master it, at the end of the day, you always manifest what you want if you really pay attention to your thoughts and you study these things that I'm teaching. You study manifestation practices. It's just a matter of becoming better and better. And the better you become at manifesting, the sooner and the faster you manifest. But even at that time, some things the universe doesn't want you to have it right away, because you need to go through some steps to step into a new, better version of yourself. You need to go through some challenges sometimes to become a stronger version of yourself. And then the universe will give you what you wanted. So what are the points? If you want to manifest something, don't work too hard for it. I know how much you want it, but try to practice this. How can I tap into the energy of it would be nice if? And one thing that is going to help you a lot is worst case scenario practice. So there's a practice called worst case scenario. And the practice is you think about, if the thing that you want doesn't happen, if your manifestation doesn't happen, what would be the worst case scenario? Bob Proctor, so many times when he talked to people and people were stressed financially, he said, do you know a homeless person? I know there are homeless people out there, but do you know anyone homeless? Do you have anyone homeless in your family? Do you think you will die from lack of money and food? And the answer, 99.99999% of the time, he said it's no. So worst case scenario, you'll be fine. Believe me, you'll be fine. You are protected. You are supported. Our mind makes things 100 times worse than they are. So your practice is to want something and don't need it. If you want to manifest anything in life, that's your practice. And why do you think manifesting money? When I talk to people, when I talk to clients on social media, on LinkedIn, and mostly on LinkedIn and YouTube, number one thing for the majority of people, I'm not saying everyone, but majority of people, what they want to manifest is money. And it's so hard for people to manifest money. And you know why? Because we have paid so much emphasis, we've given so much importance to money, and we've linked money literally to our life and our survival. And when you make something that important, that heavy, that life or death situation, you're not going to be able to manifest it, my friend. You need to become lighter about what you want. You need to think about worst case scenario. So what is the worst case scenario? I sell my house, I move somewhere smaller. What is the worst case scenario? I sell my car, I'll use a bicycle for a while. What is the worst case scenario? It's not life or death, I promise you, for most cases. And then try to look at what you want and become lighter about it. So it's about learning how to manifest something, not thinking about it 24/7, not writing it down 100 times, just casually wanting it and doing the things that get you there, and enjoying the journey, enjoying your process, enjoying whatever that you are doing every day. If you're miserable taking actions, if you're miserable in your day-to-day life, you're not going to be happy when you get to your destination. You have to start shifting your energy now, whatever it is. I was talking to someone yesterday, they're looking for a job, they're applying to so many jobs every day, and their energy was of frustration and hard work and applying so that hopefully I get that job and I'll be happy. You need to be happy now. You need to start feeling happy, whatever it takes, with whatever you have. Because believe me, if you don't start feeling happy now, you won't be happy tomorrow. You won't be happy after you find the job. You won't be happy after you make the money. You find the job, you lose the job, you make the money, you lose the money. Some other challenge comes your way. Start feeling happy with what you've got, where you are, with whoever you are. I am sure, I'm 100% sure, if you think about it for 2 minutes, you find so many things that you are grateful and you are happy about right here, right now. I hope you like this video. Please give me a thumbs up so that more people can watch this video. If you liked it, if it resonates with you, if you know someone who would benefit from it, please share it with them. And I see you next time.